2 o'clock.
On Tuesday.
It's Tuesday talk.
Tuesday. That's right. It's
Here we
Tuesday.
are.
That's a motto. We can actually just start with
I think
that.
we've been using
This
that.
is
Is 2 o'clock is Tuesday talk, really?
That's
Okay,
right.
all right.
2 o'clock, it's Tuesday talk.
So for those of you who I have not had the pleasure of meeting, I am Raphael. This is
Amanda.
And I'm
and
Steven.
Steven.
Hi.
And welcome to Tuesday Talk. I especially want to welcome you if this is your first time tuning in,
Yeah,
you're joining
welcome.
in. You might be wondering, why on earth are we doing this? Because number one, we just love to hang out with you.
That's right.
We love to hang out with you each and every week. Why do we want to hang out with you so much? Because you're awesome. But then also, we know that you are changing the world as you serve online.
Right.
So through those conversations that you're having, through the people that you're taking care of each and every week, you're doing a phenomenal job. And we just want to do the best we can to motivate you, empower you, find ways to bring you content that will encourage you each and every week. So thank you so much for joining us. And I just have a fun question to kick us off. And here's the question, and you can comment in the comments below. Which superpower would you like to have? So we can play the Jeopardy music right now, Austin.
Right now.
All right, go ahead and comment below. Is it flying? Is it walking on water? That's a pretty cool one. Is it healing? Maybe like a self-healing, or you want to heal other people, super healing, super speed, super strength, walk through walls, whatever it is. Go ahead and comment below. We'd love just to see what you guys, how you guys respond.
What would you pick?
Gosh, I have so many, but I think like the healing. The healing's pretty cool. Like I like the whole like super healing. You know, Wolverine.
Like Wolverine, yeah.
Was kind of like my superhero growing up, and he was able to self heal. But then I also liked the way Jesus healed people.
No,
That's
that
pretty
is a good
cool.
superpower.
So
That's
like dual power there, wrapped up in one.
Steven, what
That's
about you?
right. I did flying.
You did
so
flying?
That's what I voted for.
Yeah, I would say flying too because I like to travel, but I don't like to pay for travel.
Right.
So if I could fly anywhere I wanted to go, that would be it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be crunched up in an airplane. You can
Right.
just
That's
go.
right.
and
You're
be
on
there
the
in like
airplane.
5 minutes, right?
Ellie,
That's awesome.
Ellie said invisible. Deandra would like to walk on water.
Cool.
So.
There's one I for sure don't want. I don't want to be able to read minds.
Oh yeah.
I don't think any of that is my business. Nope, no thank you.
That's just a lot. That's a huge burden, right? Do we really want? Do I
I
really
don't
want to
wanna
know
know.
what Steven thinks about me?
I don't want to know. Unless you want to have an honest feedback conversation with me, I don't want to know. Nope.
Sometimes I wonder, can other people read my mind? I don't know. I'm paranoid. I'm like, I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah, that's a tough one, right?
don't
It's an
think so.
interesting one.
I don't
Interesting
think so.
one. Thank you
You're
guys
safe.
for commenting below. We'd also love for you to tag your team.
Yeah.
If you look around in the comments, you don't see your team members here, we would love for you to go ahead and invite them. It's such an effective way to make sure that they don't miss out on today's content. So please go ahead and do that. Now, I'll ask you to do it later, but thank you so much for those of you tagging your team.
Yep.
And also, you want to talk about something cool we created.
Yeah, so if you go to the link goto.lc/Tuesday Talks, you will notice that for the past 9 weeks or so,
9
we
weeks.
actually have links to the YouTube version of these. So
Yep.
you have team members who maybe not on Facebook, but you want them to start seeing this content. Guess what? We've been starting to upload it to YouTube as well. And there's actually a playlist on our YouTube channel of just Tuesday Talks. And you're going to see more and more of those show up on YouTube as well because we hear you, people who aren't on Facebook.
That's
we
great.
love you too.
Awesome.
Yep, there we
That's
go.
great.
There
I
we
love
go. We'll post that in the comments also so that you can see that link as well.
Mm-hmm.
So who's here with us today? Who we got on chat?
I saw Pate and Nikki.
What's up, Pate, Nikki? Austin,
What's
great.
up?
Deandra.
Gloria. Yep.
Deandra, Gloria, so glad you guys are here. Thank you so much for joining in.
It's awesome.
Awesome. So what are we going to talk about today?
We're talking about ministering to minors.
Yes.
Okay, so a minor is anyone who's under the age of 18, and that's regardless of where in the world you live. So anyone under the age of 18, we're
Exactly.
considering a minor. And we're so glad that we have minors who attend our church. I mean, what a great
That's
place
cool.
for kids to come. I mean,
Right.
Yeah,
an
sure.
encouraging place. They're going to hear about Jesus. I know I came to Christ when I was 13. So, I mean, Jesus, man, kids need Jesus. Everyone needs Jesus. And we're so glad that
Right.
they're a part of this church.
Right.
But there are, I guess, special things we want to keep in mind when ministering to minors. And so that we're going to talk about some of those special things. We're just going to hit some highlights in this talk today. But we've actually created a whole policy for Life.Church and ministering to minors online. You can get that at goto.lc/minors. That's going to be available in the host notes, and we'll send out an email as well. And so you can share it with your team and make sure you guys are all on the same page when you have minors come to your
Yeah.
service. Here's
Yeah.
some tips to keep in mind.
Yeah. What I love is that we get to create a safe space
Yeah,
for
I
minors to
love
come. I love that my daughter, who is 13, comes to church online. I know that she's going to be cared for and encouraged and supported in a great way. Not the whole internet isn't full of places like that, but we get to be that for them.
Yeah,
I love it.
And I love that we're thinking through, because like there's some subtleties there. There's some things that you have to consider that kind of goes above and beyond just talking to another adult. So that's what we're going to get into here based on some feedback from you guys. Thank you guys for providing that feedback and wanting some more clarity on this. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
So with that said, we want to create a safe place. You want to unpack the topic a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, so just some key points to keep in mind. Well, how do you know if someone is a minor at church online? Well, you usually don't.
Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Right. People don't just tell us their age typically, but occasionally through conversation, someone might mention that they are a teenager, or they went to class today, and or maybe some high school
struggle with a teacher
issue
or something. Yeah.
Exactly. And so something leads you to think, oh, okay, maybe this person is a minor. And so there's really just two basic rules or policies, guidelines that we'd suggest you follow when you know that, okay, I'm talking with a minor now. Here's what I need to adjust. If it's an adult, I wouldn't do this, but if it's a minor, let me take a little extra step to make sure that I'm protecting them and I'm protected as well. So, Ralph, what's maybe that first guide?
Yeah, I think the first one, numero uno, right? Number one. I have to throw in some Spanish every now and then. Some Espanol. I got to do that. Number one is you always want to include a third person in on the conversation. If you suspect that person is a minor, if they drop hints like what Amanda was saying and Stephen were saying, maybe they're having a tough time at school, maybe they're having a tough time with their teacher. Those are some subtle but very powerful hints that indicate that they might be minors. So it's always good to bring somebody into that conversation. You can do that in chat, with direct chat. You can actually invite someone in. So you want to do that because it's so important for two reasons. Number one, that extra perspective, right, is so good to have. And then the second reason, as Amanda said, it's safer. It's safer when you have somebody else in there. There's no he said, she said, right? Because you have that third person in there that can really help bring some more well-rounded conversation in and actually add some more insight into that conversation.
Right. And it's pretty easy to do, like Ralph was saying, in host team. In live prayer, you can actually transfer the request to someone else, but stay in the chat with them.
Exactly.
Really good. On prayer team, it's as simple as CCing your prayer team leader or somebody else on your team that you trust. Just getting that third person into the conversation. It's really easy to do, but very important.
Yeah, so good. And even outside of the service or outside of prayer, they might send you a personal email or personal Facebook message or text you if that information has been shared. Just loop someone else in on the thread. Another church online volunteer, preferably, or maybe one of our staff team. Just loop somebody else in, man. It helps them. It helps you. It's good for everybody.
Yeah, it really is safe. And I can tell you, like, even on staff, I brought other staff members into conversations where there were difficult conversations, but I'm so glad that they were there because they were able to provide feedback. They were able to provide encouragement, and the person that we were talking to often left feeling a double dose of encouragement.
Yeah, true.
So you're getting it from both sides there. So great rule of thumb to keep in mind. Make sure you include someone in. Our team members will be more than happy to be there with you to help in that conversation.
Absolutely.
Right. Another thing to remember is to make sure that these conversations are same gender.
Yeah.
That's good.
So if Bob comes in and he wants prayer, get John, not Mary, to pray. This is for their comfort as well as their safety. I know that a lot of times it's easier to talk to somebody of the same gender about some of these things. Now we do this with adults with gender-specific topics, but we don't do it we do it for any topic with minors, no matter what they're talking about. So again, just think about who you're bringing into the conversation. And if you are a woman and you get a guy, just invite that other person in, invite a couple guys in, and then step out graciously.
Yeah, and I can tell you, like, from a guy's perspective, there's some things that, like, that a guy might want to share would be more inclined or more comfortable to share with another guy, than with the woman, and vice versa. So it's just unpacking that, like, comfort level that you were talking about, thinking about them, how we can serve them better. Okay, so that's just the vantage point that we want to take on this.
Yeah, no, great. So one, you're including a third person into the conversation, whatever format that may be. And 2, you're keeping it the same gender. Just keep guys with guys, girls with girls. Makes it a lot more comfortable, and we can help them in a better way. Love those points. Sometimes you may be talking with a minor, and they're going through something. Maybe they're considering harming themselves or harming others, or they've had a passive abuse, and you're not quite sure what to do about that. It's a little more sensitive than with an adult. And so what we just ask you is reach out. Give me a call on Facebook or text me, whatever. Reach out to me or one of our staff.
On Perch.
Exactly. I mean, here's a really simple phrase. When in doubt, reach out. Okay? We'd rather know too much than too little.
And you're not bothering us.
Yeah,
Right.
for real.
This is what we're here for.
We're here to help you out, man. So don't feel like you have to do this on your own. Your team's with you. We're here for you, and we'd love to help you however we can. So just when in doubt, reach out. We'll help you. And like I said, we have a whole policy that explains this in more detail and gives you some examples that you can use when talking with them. So feel free to check that out. That policy is at goto.lc/minors. It'll be in the host notes. Emails going out. I think Mana's going to be sharing that with her team as well.
Yeah.
So
you'll get more information.
you'll get more information.
For sure.
Absolutely come out. And
now, drum roll.
well, hold on.
Oh, before we get into drum roll?
Well, yeah, and I just want to thank you guys. I mean, we've been doing this for years. I mean, we've been ministering to minors for over a decade at Church
really
Online. We haven't had
decade.
policies around it, but you guys just have a heart to care, and thank you. I love how much you pour into people, and I've heard several stories of teenagers coming to our services and them feeling loved and cared for, and it's almost as if we take them on as our own family.
Right.
And I love that attitude that you guys have. And I think about one particular story. A mother found her daughter coming to this place at Church Online, and so she logs in. She's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing? Why are you talking to my daughter?" And then she comes to realize, "Oh, wow, you guys are really caring for her. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for watching out for her." And so what one parent was a little skeptical of at first became a huge fan of later. And that's because you guys are caring and you're loving people well. And thank you. Thank you for making this place that kind of environment where no matter who you are, you receive love and care, and we can trust that we're going to take care of people no matter where they are in life. So thank you.
Yeah. So the drum roll.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, drum roll. I am so excited. So we're going to do a drum roll because something's coming up soon.
What is it?
It is 30-second theology. And we all have to kind of go like this, right?
Oh.
Because it's the
Football.
football, it's the
field
field
goal.
goal. But here's the thing. Even if you're not excited about football, right? I don't know about you. Maybe you're like me. Hey, I'm excited about those Super Bowl ads because they make me crack up and they're emotional and they're like really the greatest
Commercials
of the
are the best.
year.
Yes.
So with that, I mean, it really is a fun way. It's an easy way to invite like crazy and really get as many people as we can to get the word out and share what's getting ready to happen at Church Online and across all of our campuses. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
So we'd love for you to check out this quick video on 30-second theology.
Great.
Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away.
Show me a recipe for a grilled cheese sandwich.
Pathetic. You're 32 years of age and you don't know how to make a grilled cheese sandwich.
Look at me. I'm human.
Spicy barbecue pizza.
Wow.
It's not just the biggest day in football. It's also the biggest day in TV advertising. It's back by popular demand. 30-second theology. Coming soon.
I can't wait.
Love
I'm
it.
so
Fun.
excited.
It's so
going to be
fun.
great.
It really is. So make sure you're inviting to live.life.church. Check it out. It's really going to be life-changing. I love how Pastor Craig unpacks biblical truth. And you're going to laugh. You're going to be moved. I guarantee you will leave feeling inspired. And so will your family members and your friends.
And we have
So
some
good.
fun surprises planned.
Yes, we
That's
do.
right. Some really
So-
cool stuff coming up. Yeah.
Really, really excited. Hence the drum roll.
That's
Hence
right.
all this.
Yeah.
Anyways, I should have wore a football jersey today. I don't know.
Maybe next
We'll
week.
save it.
Maybe
We'll
next
save
time.
it.
We'll
That's
save
right.
it. All
That's
right.
right.
So please be sure to tag your team. Make sure to tag your team. And go out and check out the new policy that we have for you guys. If you have any questions on that, feel free to let us know via email. We definitely want to continue to hear your feedback. If there's anything else you want to see here that you would like for us to cover, just share in the comments below or let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
Okay, so next week
Next week.
is
we
a little
go.
different.
It's going to be
We'll
different.
Mix it up.
We're trying to, add some variety into everyone's life.
Yeah.
So next week, Tuesday Talk is at my house.
It's going to be at Amanda's house.
We're actually going to try a different time. We're going to do 9 p.m. Central Time. And it's going to be live from my house. And I
Yeah.
can't wait to see you. So we'll send out invites. We'll make sure that there's a notification on there so you don't miss it. It won't be at 2 o'clock. It'll be at 9 o'clock in my living room. I'll see you guys then.
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
We're
Do you want to
talking
share
about-
that now, or is it like a secret?
No,
or?
it's not a secret.
Okay, all right.
So, if you're on Facebook, that means you're on social media.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
there are some great tools for you to use on social media, great mindsets to have every time you pick up that phone, every time you log into Facebook. How can we show our best selves, represent yourself and the church and Jesus well through the medium of social media, because it is a tool, and a tool can be
really
used lots
is.
of different ways.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about how to use it the best way possible.
That's good. And you're a social media pro, so good tips are coming.
I don't know about that.
Next week.
I don't have as
Get
many
ready.
followers
Grow
as
your
Alan, so
following.
Pastor
Well,
Alan has
true.
way more than
That's
me.
true.
Well, we're going to end this like we always do, guys. Whoever finds God
Finds life.
Finds life.